notification of what's going on 19. I hope I'm correct on the 19. And y'all been asking about on other lives, and other times I done happen to come on, but I got none other than Black Knight Williams on. What's going on, Will?
What's going on? What's up? What's
Huh.
up? Y'all come on in. Come on in, everybody.
Right.
Yep.
I'm a matter of fact. Let me get on that right now. I always be like, let me post the live notification, or not live notification. Post the hotline number. I got all that lined up. I just gotta type in the hotline number, so people will be able
Okay.
to hit that line immediately.
Yep. Let's give them a few minutes to come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
Right.
Yep. So, I try to give a few people to come in before we.
Yeah, start rolling into some topics, because I know people like, what are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking
Uh,
about?
normally we don't do no topic. We just sometimes we treat it off the bat and just keep on rolling.
Right.
It might start out on the topic, and eventually we might hit some corners and end up somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's how it be.
but what we can do is we can bend some corners and tie some subjects up and link up together and see what we can come up with. And I'm pretty sure I ain't the only one that's feeling crazy or feeling like this or whatever, like what's going on, seeing what's going on around us, what I would call the new norm. You know what I mean?
Right.
What everybody else trying to call the new norm, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How do you?
Cadillac just chimed in. He said, "What's going on?" He said, "What's good, Reek? What's up, Will? Just checking
What's
in."
going? What's up, Conrad?
Huh.
I'm just trying to pull you up on my other device right quick. So I'm taking me a few minutes so I can see the comments.
Okay. I'm still
Yep.
typing in the
Well,
hotline number.
what's going on, Cadillac? Man, how's it been going? I got a chance to check the thing out last night. I said, dang, they got some of the regulars in here, man. I'm starting to miss everybody. Yeah. Some of the usuals. Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Let me try to pin it. Now it's trying not to let me pin it to the top. And these people know they be on they trying to cause dissension for real.
Okay, I got you up on 19 now. They throw in so many ads now. Somebody got to be getting paid.
Shoot, I don't know why they throwing so many ads. They trying to not let people see it when it's actually going live, or let people comment. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Like when I'm on other devices, then it went straight to an ad. Like, dang,
Your people don't chime in. They said, "What's up, Will?"
what's going on with you? Hold on. I'm getting the echo. Let me try.
Oh, what's up, Tony Styles? Hey, I seen you had commented on the last one. I want to say it was with I don't know if it was on Professor Kins, or was it on? I think it might have been on Professor Kins. It wasn't on the live that was last night. But hey, I'm glad to see that you up in the chat. Everybody, I got the hotline number pinned to the top. If you want to call in and say what's up, difficulties you've been having tuning into my channel. I know I haven't been going live like I usually do, but even just checking a video, it might be complicated. Matter of fact, I don't. Before I got on live, me and Will chopping up, and he said they unsubscribed to my channel. So I mean, they might have been doing that to y'all too. It's not strange in this day and age where they want to censor, brothers that's speaking on things that we're battling in different areas of the country. You know.
Right. Let me see. So I'm trying to see my Rick. It ain't even. Okay, I know you don't have no screen showing. See, I ain't even getting no. It ain't even. Yeah, it's going now. Going now. Okay,
Okay. All
I
right.
got you now. I'm trying to get to the. Let's see if I can see the comments now. Yeah, they've been playing. They've been playing on my end. They won't let me come on. I guess they've been trying to keep me blocked or something. I don't know.
Mm.
Like right now, I need an option to even pull up comments.
Mm. So
I'm gonna see if I can screen. I'm gonna see if I can screenshot it and send it to you while I'm on.
yeah, I
it,
remember.
too.
I remember you sent it to me the last time. It was just saying basically you could share the video, wouldn't give you the option for the live chat. And like I said, anybody that says, "Oh, Reek, you ain't got the live chat on," that's a lie. You see people in there commenting, they're just being selective because these people run this platform. I don't run it.
Yeah.
You know.
Like right now, what it's doing right now is going to an ad. And we on the live right now. We just sitting right here right now. It's on the ad on my end.
Right.
It just say what's going on 19, and it say one watching. We got 4 likes already, but it ain't giving me no opportunity to even come in and comment. Share, got the share button, the save button, and report button, and it says I'm already subscribed. So they tripping.
Right. And you think about it, you can hear me, but see, you won't even be able to see the hotline number because that's pinned up in the chat. So they're like, well, we know he doesn't do videos, so it's no chance for them to see the number if we turn off the live chat. See, this is how calculated these, I want to call them, the ones that dwell in a bottomless pit. I'll say it like that. The ones that work for the man that dwell in a bottomless pit are very wicked.
Right. They moving in some strange ways.
Right. So Tony Styles said, I've been doing my photography thing, so I've been in that Instagram space. Okay. Oh, that's good. The photography, that's a profitable thing. People like to hire photographers for weddings, for, maybe, the child and birth, graduations, and you get to move on your own schedule. So that's always, a good thing, Plus, you can sell your photos too. People like buying certain pictures, or depending on what you're taking pictures of, people buy those photos as well. So that's all
That's
good.
right.
And you're your own man too. So
yeah, must worry about them. Because guess what? If you don't, somebody else gonna be doing. They're gonna be doing it for you for free.
Right.
I got my Facebook account or whatever it was like a month or 2 ago. When somebody was trying to steal information on my account and sending out all kind of fake requests, and I had a lot of strange people calling my phone and calling up folks' phone like they looking for something. And it's just, I don't know. I'm like, dang, I know I ain't running from the law. I don't know money and nothing like that. But they had like these, I guess they call scammers or whatever, calling your phone, and they've been doing that a lot these past few months or so. I don't know what's going on. It ain't even let me get in this right now. It ain't even doing nothing there.
Okay, Tony said, I've been doing a lot of fitness photography due to my studio being in back of the gym. Well, hey, that's even better. You can leave out your studio and be like, oh, y'all need this for advertising, because you figure with this whole situation that's going on across the whole world, they're shutting certain businesses down, so people need that type of advertisement and things like that.
It's a good hustle. It's out there. If you want to go out there and make that money, man, we got social media, we got they got these phones and stuff with all these different cameras on now that make the picture look so clear, man. I don't know. It's what I'm saying, to do things now. And we got the whole world and all internet.
Right.
We got access to everything. It shouldn't be no excuse why nobody going around here like they broke for real.
Right.
If you're on the internet all day, then you should be utilizing and getting paid for it.
Right.
So it's almost coming to be not no excuse again anymore.
Right.
There's so many ways to make money. So a person, you got to think right now, a person walking around that ain't got nothing right now, they don't want nothing. They come back because they don't want nothing.
Right.
There's too many opportunities to, you know what I'm saying, to make it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it might be a little hard or whatever, but you know, you ain't trying to put no money in your pocket or do nothing. That's pitiful.
And
you know?
what's so crazy, them be the main ones that be like, man, I'm having, these females ain't really, you know, feeling me. Well, if you ain't got anything, you know, cracking where, you know, you could turn $1 into, you know, multiple dollars, then why someone want another bill, you know?
Right. A full grown bill at that.
Right. Right.
Nah, you don't want that. So I'm really not understanding this, man, because I'm sitting here, I'm looking on right now, and it's still like.
Now on your other device, are you signed in on that one? I know sometimes they won't. They limit you if you're not signed in on particular devices, you know.
Let me see. I'm trying to check everything I can because I know that it's up and it's showing everything. It just ain't. I wonder if I hit this report button, would it just report the content or would it?
I think you have to. It wouldn't be reported. It'd be like either help or something like that, or.
Let me see. I ain't getting this right here. This ain't gonna do it. It's gonna work right here. But anyway, who's out there? How's everybody doing, man? Welcome back. I'm glad to be back. I miss and love everybody, and you know, I'm still here.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Trying to weather this storm, like you know, we got a little right here where I'm at in the south, you know, and we got a little snow back there in Texas a while back, so it's been kind of cold.
Yeah.
For these past few, you know, weeks or whatever. But man, for this past week now we've been in the 70s. It's been 71, 74, 75 degrees down here. The weather been crazy.
So around, like, you know, any other time, around this time of year, what is the temperature usually?
I ain't gonna say it's about the same. It's like now it's like almost now we ain't even had a winter time for real. We ain't had but a few cold days versus. So maybe where you at, you know, where others may be at. But it's only been you know, it ain't been too bad all year round for real. But we get a few cold days here and there, but that's it for real. And it's been warming up since the last week or two, man. Like going up to the 60s and 70s. So I'm like, dang, man, maybe it's just we can't even tell the time right now. We can't even tell the season right now. 1 minute it's raining, 1 minute it's snowing, that minute it's hot. It's crazy, man. So, I mean, yet blessed though, but still.
Right. Now, Tony just said, he said, I come at this differently than other photographers. I do heavy in your face, live, in-person marketing, and in field full of introverts. Other photographers look down on me for that, but they studio empty. Well, yeah, you gotta. I mean, look at it. Brothers gotta come at things different than, you know, other ethnicities. You know, they got the ability to have certain connections, you know, by monetary means. You know, so you know they keep throwing. Oh yeah, so sure, you do this, and I'll throw you some business and things like that. We gotta, you know, really get out there and grind to make, you know, our, you know, business. If you're self-made, you make your business pop. You know,
can't be that middleman. You gotta cut that middleman out, man. And go for it yourself. You gotta promote yourself nowadays, pretty much. You know, ain't no signing no deals or trying to get nobody to, you know, sign you or nothing like that. You gotta promote yourself.
Right.
You know, that's the best marketing skill right there. Promoting yourself or promoting your brand and your product.
And see, that's another. I mean, I hate to step on what you're saying, Will, but I see that's why they don't like my channel, because I talk about cutting out the middleman. I don't want nobody in my pocket. If I want to give information for brothers where they can get directly to the cash, whatever they doing. Not, okay, you go through this person and you let them get so much a cut. They ain't even doing nothing. They just getting a part of your funds that you could be going. feeding yourself, your family, whoever,
Right. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, you already been marketed just, you already marketed just pretty much. And now that you got a buzz, somebody else may be on to you and be like, oh yeah, he hot, he's this and that. Okay, let me go and partner with him and see if I can get him to, sign this contract or whatever and get some of his money off of his back. You
right,
know what I mean?
right.
I could promote him a little bit more, maybe put a little bit more behind he or she, but at the same time, I want a piece of that talent. In other words, I want to get paid for some of that talent too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just another way for somebody else to come in and in middleman. You know how to get in.
Mm-hmm.
So that middleman. Sometimes you know what I'm saying. Sometimes it might be good, but sometimes it might not be.
Right, it ain't in your best interest. It's like, what's the use of? Okay, I'm well known. I'm people all know me, but I ain't really getting the revenue like I should. But they're getting their money, but I ain't getting mine. But everybody knows me. No, flip that around. People could still know you, and people love the quality of whatever work you're doing. But you're doing a job what that middleman is saying that they're doing, but you're doing.
Right.
That's just another step you got to take, and take the initiative to do yourself. If you want to really come up.
Right. So it's like I said, it's good to have a middleman sometimes, but not to me. I guess sometimes it's good. I guess if you like if you got a job situation, or if you're trying to, maybe you trying to get hired on through somebody through a job, something, you middleman. I guess it may be okay. It might be all right. Somebody that know the whatever, be like, hey man, hired the boss man and see what he hired me or something like that. It might be a middleman. It might be a good reason to use one like that. But other than that, trying to promote or something like that, man, I don't need you to promote me.
Right.
I'm gonna promote me.
Mm-hmm.
I might just need you to support instead of promoting.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't require a big cut or me signing any type of contracts. I'll pay you for services. Okay, it costs this much to do that. Okay, I'll pay you this much to do that. Not, okay, I'm gonna constantly have to do this to fulfill this for you. No, ain't none of that. I'm the boss.
Right, and now like even with the internet, you know what I mean? It's even more savvy now because you don't need the middleman now.
Right.
You can go straight there and do the thing you do straight off the computer or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like when you're going to see when you're going to file your income tax or something like that, and you're going to to the place to file your taxes or whatever. But now you can just go on the phone and do it yourself. Now you don't need to go to the place and say, "Hey, file my taxes for me." You know what I mean?
Right.
I can do it myself now. I can go online and do it myself. So.
Yep. Pick up some software or whatever, or not someone software, like you said, go online and do it if that's the route you want to go. But let me not leave. Drake Chili just came in. He said, "What's up, Reek? What's up, family? Just tuning in, listening up. That's what's up."
What's up, Drake Chili? Appreciate it, man. Glad you came in, man. I know it's been a while. Hey, after I heard Reek tell Lisa and Shaw last night. It's been about 6 months. I said, woo, boy, I know it's been a minute for me then.
Right.
I said, golly, man, time be going so fast. And then, it's like the world wants, the world, everybody's busy now. Nobody got time to be still.
Right. But I heard someone put it, I'm like, that kind of makes sense. It's like time's going fast, but it seems like we keep reliving the same day over because they keep, we got this thing going on. It's like never ending pandemic. Like it's never gonna stop. It'll only be this long, but they keep extending it. Right. No.
Now they trying to push it and make it mandatory for everybody to have to have this thing in a little while unless you ain't gonna be able to travel, you know what I mean?
Right. I guess I take it back to the old days. You got to travel by car if I can't fly by plane.
Yeah, they trying to implement that thing, man, and try to force us to take it. Mostly the melanated ones, they kind of picked that up because it didn't go as planned because they figured that everybody's supposed to just fell in line and say, okay, I'm gonna have to run down and get this shot and get this vaccine or whatever, and then by us being guinea pigs already for years and years and years, we ain't going for that no more. I think somebody else got them experiment on.
Right. I don't care how many people they put on social media, news, whatever, TV, whatever, talking about, oh look, this melanated person. They won't say melanated. They'll say black person. This black person got it. They're a celebrity. Don't you want it? No, I know. So what? Who says they really got it? The main poster person I always think about when it comes to things like that is Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson has AIDS, but he's still alive. Every black person I know that done had AIDS, they've been gone.
Right. Yeah, he was the best poster child it could be for that.
Right.
You see, with this thing they got now, is, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, let's go back a few years, even before we even knew about this COVID or whatever. I don't even know what to say because I don't get the. You know, I'll say
the slogan because they want us to be sold on the slogan.
They do it up the channel so bad. They got to kind of, you know what I mean? Just say the way I've been looking at this thing, like, you know, since we have already been seeing this word on the back of these display balls and all that we really ain't. Tell me that, you know, it took you this long to find of these things or something that you already, you know what I'm saying, created and already had and knew about years ago. See, we keep forgetting this ain't the first go around we didn't have with this thing.
Right.
You know, and they may have called it something else, but you know, this is the same thing. You know what I mean? Because if it wouldn't have been, they wouldn't have put it on the back of no bottle. So it just leads me to believe that they already had it in effect, and they already had these things for it. It was just a certain time that they was waiting to implement the plan. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I just look at it like this: if they already got, you know, a vaccine, that means it's a patent number for it. So that means they created this.
That's right. That's right. And they want us to believe that they want us to be afraid of, you know, a religion or whatever. And this great creator in the sky is causing all this horrific damage, and you know what I'm saying, doing, you know, out to get everybody. And God so angry that, you know what I mean, they trying to make it seem like, you know, they trying to almost scare us, you know, trying to scare the hell out of us, seem like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It bring me back to 2001 when, oh, you're supposed to be scared of these people that are in caves and things like that. Like I said, I go to the corner store and I see all the Arabs owning the corner stores in the hood. So what am I supposed to be scared of? No.
Right. I mean, they took this thing even as far as, you know, getting a gunshot. I mean, you got people rather get shot than catch that shit, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you know, that's crazy. They compare that almost worse than AIDS and cancer and everything else, the way they talk about it, you know. But you know, now they don't even talk about it as much no more. See?
Right. Like, this done took over all the other things that's going on. Like, no, we're just worried about this. Or if someone passed away, it just was this. Yeah, they could have had that, but it was more so this. No, I ain't buying that.
And see, they don't even, like, they don't even really talk about no more like they was at first, you know what I mean? How could something that, you know, detrimental and, you know, just die off so fast?
Right.
And y'all not continue to talk about it. At first, you know, just even by, just say a month ago, take, get your vaccination, do this, do that. And now the conversation slowly but surely going to something else. So they ready to hit us with another doo-wop now, you know what I mean? The finish locking us down for probably the rest of this year and put us on ice until next year. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
To keep this thing going and try to control, you know. It's all about control, man. You know what I mean? That's what I believe, trying to control other people and, you know, depopulation and, you know what I mean? Trying to, you know, it's just crazy, man.
Right.
You know, we can go on and on with what they might call theories, but we see facts. You know what I mean?
That's true. I mean, we gotta think like this because, you know, when it comes to us, we got so many double standards. You know, they tell their people things that, you know, they can go out and it'll resonate and they can make happen. When we try to go do the same thing, oh well, you need this or you need that, or no, you need this extra other paperwork. It's constantly red tape put in front of us if we want to, you know, prosper and do something. So we know about, okay, they're gonna act like this. We're gonna have to come times more better than what they doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know what? Coming to think about it, Reek, I'm a bad pal a little bit because I know a lot of people that had this thing, whatever we should just call it,
Yeah, the
label or
slogan.
whatever.
The slogan.
Slogan, yeah. But it seems like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I know people that close to me that had it and got insurance and everything, and they go to the hospital. Guess what? The doctor don't help. They turn them right back around.
Mm.
You got to tell them to go home and take this right here. And we can't play. You just basically got to treat yourself. And you know, or they was charging you money to get tested for it. They in some places down here where I'm at, they didn't have free testing.
Mm.
And so people it cost them like $150 to even get tested to find that they had it.
Mm.
And then when you go to your job, you got to go back and get tested again before you even go to work. So that's $300 you done already spent right there.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? If you got it or you ain't got it, you done already spent money. So that thing that made more money than anything that made last year. Everything went to a stop last year. And that one slogan just made all the money last year.
I look at it as a checkpoint to doing certain things. What makes me think that? Because think about it like this. I just seen matter of fact, I might have to find it and throw up the article so people don't think I'm just blowing smoke up people's rear end. But where it said this new administration essentially said for any news reporter to come in and sit in the where they ask the president questions and things like that, they got to have a test that's like 170 or something like that before they even do that. So basically, we only want certain people asking the president questions. This is a way to weed out those people, or essentially censoring people from asking certain type of questions.
Yeah, that and keep people traveling and getting the information out to others and delivering. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of that stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, you got, like, if you want to go cross country now, just travel somewhere else, they might make it metal. Well, you got to take this shot now. If you had this, you ain't coming to our country or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's gonna be another thing. And then you got, they trying to make it to where it's gonna be, just looking at this winter that just passed down in the south or whatever, down in Texas or whatever. We get a lot of food and stuff from the south down there. So now, they done created the famine now. So it's gonna be food shortages coming down a little bit. They already somewhere got water shortages in certain areas.
But people on top of that, with Texas getting hit with how they got hit, that's true with you right there. But just thinking of insurance is going to go up all across the country now, because it's like, okay, we got to take care of all the damage over here in this area. So all throughout the country, your rates are going to be they're going to bump your rates up essentially. Be it your car, be it your house, business, whatever.
Did you see that? Did you see that link that I had sent you about the ice, about the snow? What they were saying about the snow down there?
Oh, but yeah, I seen that. I didn't get a chance to look at it, but yeah, I was seeing a lot of other links. People saying that about it was being fake, and then other people say, "Oh, they're crazy" and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, I don't put nothing past. In these days, we are trifling through right now.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to, when you see a live picture of ice won't melt. If it do melt, it turn black. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When you see that picture on the live, I mean, I don't think it's no game. You know what I mean?
Well, you figure, like I said, ever since it was Trump here, now it's Biden. What hasn't stopped? Them spraying chemtrails, that's been continuing. So whatever they're putting in this atmosphere is definitely doing something, because like I said, one of my cars has been sitting outside forever. If you look at it, nothing but snow been sitting on it, but since the snow don't melted off it, it's like a gray film all over the top of the car. I'm like, I don't live by no dust, and it's been nothing but snow and ice. So what is that? It's from whatever's in the atmosphere they're putting up in the atmosphere.
Exactly. The same thing that's causing all these, autism and all these other diseases that we've been hearing about and talking about, So we gotta forget, like you said, those devils, they all we sleep, man. No, we like it's like the police. Like you out committing a crime and doing whatever you doing, or you selling drugs or whatever, you got to go to sleep eventually. Well, the police, they got somebody else getting ready to come in
on another shift. Like, yeah, you take over. This is the paperwork. This is where we left off. You pick up at right here.
Right. So they constantly at work trying to, you know what I mean? They kind of remind me of a government on earth. You know, he always trying to cook up some kind of potion or trying to derange the weather some kind of way to get them. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's crazy.
Now let me I apologize, y'all. You know, me and Will, we've been rapping the taste on it. Let me get to y'all comments now. Choice came in. He said, "Hello, welcome back, Will." And then
what's going on, Choice?
Cadillac J just came in. He said they extended our curfew hours where I'm at. I know you over in the Carolinas, if I'm not mistaken, Cadillac J just. So that's crazy.
Yeah.
Tony said the flu is the lowest of all times last year. Yeah, that just seemed like it just disappeared. Like, oh, nobody got the flu or pneumonia or nothing no more. Matter of fact,
right.
I think about a couple years ago, I had walking pneumonia. And you know, that stuff, it could kill you.
Right.
But it's, you know, now in today's time, they'll be like, oh, no, those are down. You know, there's people still getting that. That ain't label what they're labeling, you know, everything now.
Right.
And then Tony Red came in. He said, right, I guess he was agreeing with, you know, what we was, you know, going back and forth with.
Right.
Choice said, good old fear campaign. He got a whole bunch of laughing emojis. And then
right.
he said, definitely all about control and depopulation. Most definitely about that. And Tony Styles said, I saw that. Maybe he's talking about when I was talking about, they're saying the press had to have them test or whatever for to interview the president. He said, I got a link. I want to send it to you. Hey, go ahead and send it. Matter of fact, you can send it to that the hotline number. Matter of fact, y'all want to call in, the hotline is open. Go all the way to the top. The pin hotline number. You can hit that number, and you know, instead of trying to type it in, you could join in on this actual call. And Tony Styles also said particles to reflect the sun heat. Director of the CIA at the Council of Foreign Affairs meeting. Okay, yeah, I done heard about that. Like, they don't talk about that. Like, they try to block the sun. What are you talking about? But then it's actual hearings where they're talking about we do chemtrail and put these reflectors up to try to block the sun. Because you notice it could be a nice day, and then it's like, why can't I really see the sun? The sun's always blocked, no matter what state you in. They're always blocking out the sun.
Right. Well, that goes back to that like you said, that you can tie that in with HARP and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Know? That's all. You know, they can like I say, you know, they control the weather. I believe, you know, when they want to. You know, I ain't saying that they can, you know, do everything, but they can do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like you said, it don't make sense. Like when you like you said, you don't even live nowhere near the dust, and your car dusting when the snow melts. It's like this other kind of film stuff on it. And I'm interested in knowing what is that. Like, let's get this tested and see what this is, because this ain't normal. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so they want us to believe everything just normal. And it was just, you know, all of a sudden it's just, you know, this big blizzard coming through and everything on just, you know what I mean?
Right. So like I said, it's weather warfare. To me, how now America's getting their money. Like, you know what? Well, if we send devastation in these areas, we can raise up prices through, you know, because we run all these insurance companies. We're basically pocket raping people, you know, right from their homes. Like, oh, you got homeowners insurance, we got to raise your rates because this doesn't happen. You got a particular kind of car, we got to raise your rates because this doesn't happen. You know? Right.
Essentially, it's the same thing they've been doing. The whole, you know, trying to get order out of chaos. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, get the people in a, you know, a massive state of mind, and then we can control them, and we tell them, look, curfew, it's time for y'all to shut down now. This, you know, like, we don't even have curfew down here where I'm at, so I'm surprised that some people still on curfew. Like, man, this jokers down here ain't been wearing no masks and everything. Like, it's crazy, man. But you know, I know a few people that got it, but overall, like, shoot, the people that I know did catch it, they go to the doctor, like I say, and the doctor tell you to pretty much, you know what I'm saying, go home and you got to pretty much treat yourself. Ain't nothing they can really do for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they took a lot of us, million people around, you know what I mean, and send us back home having to care for ourselves. And the only thing they'll say is, you know, practice social distance and don't come out the house for 10 days. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so it wasn't that. And the people that did do that, most of them they was feeling pretty good in the next week or so anyway. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I know people that had it and it done them bad, but I also know somebody that had it and they was like, they didn't even know they had it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They wasn't coughing, nose wasn't running. They like, damn, how I got it? I feel good. I don't even know I got it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it treated people different, you know. So I don't know, man.
But think about it, like they call them strands. Just think like, you know, when it comes to marijuana, weed, you know, weed strands, you know, it's certain strands of weed. You know, that's what they selling. You know, we got this strand out now. You may want to get this from this company because, you know, this strand done came out. It's just another way they getting money.
It's business. It's business as usual.
Right.
You know, it's business. Hey, if anybody experiencing this that I'm experiencing, or if anybody can help me, I'm not even getting the chat. I can't even get in the chat.
Okay, now let me read some more in the comments. He said, Tony Styles said, they send beams of heat into a hurricane to strengthen it through the heart machine. Yeah, the heart, you do the research. The heart, I want to say the patent on that was established back in 1987, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Go research it for yourself. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then Forever Young said, yeah, I really believe they mess with the weather. Most definitely they do.
They control it. It's okay, say for instance, yesterday, now I checked my Google map or whatever, or weather radar or whatever. It told me no rain. I said, do we have rain in my area today? No, we have no rain. Yesterday, it scattered showers, off and on, all day. Rain, and somebody ain't rain bad, but it was rain. And I was like, damn, they lied. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so today, they said scattered showers, possibly rain. We get no rain, not a drop. But the chances were higher today than they were yesterday. And I'm like, dang. Why this is crazy, because when they said it was going to rain, it didn't rain. When they said it wasn't going to rain, it rained.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like, crazy. It's crazy, man.
It almost made me think, do they got somewhere out in Vegas in the sports books where, like, hey, no, we even betting on if it's going to rain or not, and how many people believe it's going to rain in a certain area? It made me think they got something set up like that, too.
It was like, yeah, it's all a gamble, man. It's all a gamble. Just like I think I heard somebody say a while back on the channel, like you go in that courthouse and that judge might be just gambling on how much time he might give you. He might be pissed off at his wife because she didn't give him none last night. He might be like, you know what? I've been married 20 years. Let me just start him out for 20 years. Fuck, you know what I mean? Because we already pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
So they gamble, you know. Or let's give him a bail or give her a bail and let them back out. We know there's chances are they'll be back. They'll do something stupid. They'll be back. So now you got a lot of youngsters running around out on bail, got 2 or 3 bonds and out on them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Stuff like that. Because they gambling on you. Yeah, we go ahead and give him a bond. We're pretty sure he'll be back. You want to make a bet on that? Yeah, I bet he can, because he'll be before the month's out. You know what I'm saying? Right. So they already, you know, they also create the crime. When the crime rate always down until they create a crime. You know, they create the crime. They ain't got shit to do but ride around their cars all day and harass people. You know, find something to do. So you got a monthly quota you got to meet, and if you don't meet that quota, then guess what? You ain't got no job. So that leads you to harass people.
Right, because you figure, why you think they got a city council in every city? Okay, we need to create this because we need to basically try to get federal dollars for, you know, whatever kind of thing we're trying to do in this area. So now the police department, y'all got to do this. This is what the mayor is requiring y'all to do. You got to, before we didn't trip on people doing this. Now you got to start handing out citations and doing more arrests after clubs or whatever for whatever.
And just look at it, you know, even with that word, you know, police, you know what I'm saying? What they do, they enforcing the policy that's been handed down to them.
Right.
That police is policy.
Policy.
They
Policy.
they make sure the policy get enforced.
Mm-hmm.
And if you violate the policy, then guess what? We're gonna police you and make sure you follow the rules. If you don't, we're gonna put you in jail. So it's a policy thing, you know. It's crazy, man. Policy, politics, police, all that shit. It's tied in, you know.
Right.
So,
now Tony Red came in and said, "Happy belated birthday, Reek." Hey, appreciate that. You know, I'm glad to make it AK-47. You know, that's I'm happy about that. So you know, thanks for you know telling me happy birthday. Tony Styles said, in this last storm in Texas, the winter polar vortex was doing fine for 2 months, and then all of a sudden a black hole of heat into the vortex and pushed it towards Texas. If you look at the time lapse, and then he said the vortex from outer space. And then Tony Red said the bigger picture. Most definitely. Matter of fact, a good movie to watch on, you know, them having like technology or showing about technology when in the movies they say, oh, it's science fiction when really it's science fact. It's called Real Genius. It got Val Kilmer in it. It's like they're college students and, you know, their college professors pushing them to create, you know, something, I guess, you know, to save the university. And this dude ends up creating this laser. And essentially the laser, they fixed the laser on like a fighter jet. And it shows the laser like basically burning a hole right through, you know, a house. But what made me think about it is like, remember when they were having all those fires in California? Who says a couple fighter jets fly through and do that a couple times and start some forest fires? And once those forest fires, that was making people's insurance rates go up because certain houses was burning down and things like that.
Right, disaster, right. But and you know, the small stuff that we don't think that some of us might have learned in school. Just like if you can go in that bathtub and create a storm in that bathtub, you can create a storm in that ocean. Just the same way, just on a bigger scale.
A bigger scale, and they got all the resources, you know, from essentially gangstering people's resources of other countries and things like that. So, and think of all the bases. A lot of people don't think about that. If you've been in the military, you know it's all kind of military bases all throughout this world. It ain't just okay. It's just America, and we're kind of maybe over in the UK. We're down there everywhere on this planet.
And you know what? We so greedy. We got bases all over the planet.
Right.
You know what I mean? Why is it we got to be at war with these people? Who we at war with when you got a base on their soil? Right. You know what I mean? So you know we it's all connected. You know what I mean? This thing is way much bigger than what we think it is. We can even imagine it is. You know what I mean? Right. So it's just crazy, but you know, for some of the so-called, you know, woke people, they can't even see that. You know, you got to remember, you got a lot of woke people that still, you know, going to these church houses, you know, and getting this, you know, this business, keeping this business going. Right. You know, at our own detriment. You know, I mean, I ain't trying to speak nothing ill on the church or nothing like that, because you know, everybody believes in what they believe in, whatever. But at the same time, you know, they supposed to have what they call a safe haven for us, and they don't even have for us. You know what I mean? Right. Because they get to talking a certain kind of way, they're gonna get their tax exemption pulled. So them preachers ain't gonna be talking a certain way up in there. Right, and then see a disaster hit, you know what I mean? They lock the church house and they really get in their big jets and they gone. They leave us out here to die. Right. You know? So I ain't rocking with that, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I ain't rocking with no organization that ain't got no safe haven for my people, you know what I mean? Right. Because it's all about, it's a big business, you know what I mean? It's a big business, man. Keeping people blind and dumb is a big business, you know? So. Okay, Tony Styles said right after the storm, Chuck Schumer makes a speech talking about
I hope Texas learn their lesson using fossil fuels as they tried to do on their own. Maybe next time they'll listen to us when it comes. Yeah, I'll say it like this. He probably made that speech because remember, Texas was kind of like, we're not going along with what everybody else is doing. So that's
Right,
like, okay, you're not going to go along with what we're doing. We're going to send something your way that is going
right.
to make you wish you did.
Right, it could be that too because Texas, they kind of like they own a small country in a way. They got enough people and enough industries and stuff down there to sustain their own state. You know what I'm saying? As an independent,
Right.
and it is like the only state that is an independent state. If I
Hmm.
ain't mistaken, you know what I mean?
Right.
So they got police too. They got rangers. They got Texas Rangers, and they got different shit down there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they got laws that way different than, and I'm right here in Alabama than what we got. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I'll say it to this. I remember when I took when you take the permit to carry class, if you want to carry a firearm, that's your legal firearm, you want to carry that. It was a lot of people that was from down in Texas that was taking it. And it was like, well, can I kept carry it on my hip? I'm like, well, you probably could, but this state ain't used to that. Now in Texas, you could get away with that because everybody's doing that. But
Right.
if you're in a state that they don't do that, you're gonna run into problems, especially if they feel that you're melanated and we see you as a problem anyways.
Yeah.
So, have all your paperwork that's necessary. But don't like, okay, I got it on the open side. Because someone's gonna get scared and like, oh, I ain't used to seeing that
Yeah.
and call them people and who knows how when someone calls the people how
Right.
they're gonna come up and
Right.
act.
It's a double edged. It's a double edged, and it's almost a free kill because they see us as the enemy. And they see us with a gun, they automatically feel like they got a right to gun us down.
Right.
So it's okay, we're gonna give you the right to open and carry, but at the same time, if you flinch, we will. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather keep mine. As an individual, I'd rather keep mine concealed and let not be all flash and let but know I got it than to walk around brandishing it.
Right.
Because they can get you killed just brandishing it. Somebody like somebody might just want to, you might just want to get into a fight with somebody, but they see you got peace on, they ain't gonna take their chance out from to fight him, or they gonna go ahead and try to pull the trigger on you first. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it's a double edged, it's a double edged sword. If you asking me, you asking me to brandish my weapon now and then, I'm free to brandish it and show everybody what I got. But at the same time, when certain individuals get a hold of me, or if I run to any occasion, I could be at detriment. This could cost me my life as
Right.
well.
And is it worth? Well, these other people do it. Is your life worth trying to prove that type of point? Is what it really
Yeah.
comes down to. You
Yeah,
know.
we've seen that play out on social media too. That man got pissed permit and still, you know what I mean, lost his
Mm-hmm.
life. So, too, they don't care about that. You know what I mean? They look at it as a free kill.
Yep. Because what's the magic word? I was in fear of my
Yeah,
life.
I was in fear of my wife. I was afraid, and he got a gun too. You know I ain't gonna say that, but he got a gun. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So
I just look at it like this: certain things you just don't do. Think about if you're about to get on an airplane. You're on an airplane. You say bomb. You don't want to say no bomb on no airplane. You're gonna have problems if you do that.
you have a lot of problems. About it on there pretty much.
Right.
It's an issue. Now I've logged off and logged back on again, and they're still not letting me come in and come in. I'm gonna have to see it. Let me try if I can go on somebody else platform and see what it let me come in.
Now let me continue to read the comments. Okay, Forever
Mm.
Young said, I ain't heard about nobody having the flu lately. Okay, and he said historically facts about Texas. That was Tony Red, Austin, and then Tony Red's right.
Mm.
Hey, if y'all's able to, I know some people may be on a gig. Some people may, be around certain family members that want to hear them talking a certain way. But the hotline is open. You can actually call You be like, hey, what's up, Rick? What's up, Will? I just want to say this. I've been listening to y'all, or I want to add this point or something like that. Go ahead.
Right.
I don't shy away from none of that. The number's there. You can hit it. I'll take your call, and we'll, wrap a taste on it like we've been doing. Me and Will been doing.
Yeah.
Basically bouncing off of what y'all are saying in the chat too, because that's helping too.
Yeah, the chat helps. If you don't want to come in, if you want to put something in the chat, then feel free to do so. Also, so it's not letting me do it on anything. So it's not just your device, Reek. So maybe I got something going on with this device. You said I had to maybe sign off and sign back in.
Or make sure, because I know sometimes if you're not signed in on your device, it won't let you comment or do anything. But you just got to make sure you're signed in. But shoot, now technology, I remember, I'll say it like this. When YouTube first started, you can comment, or I want to say you could comment even if you weren't signed in. But now, it's like, usually when you turn on your device, it recognizes, you come on that device and you're automatically signed in through essentially how they track you and things like that.
Right.
But I don't know, maybe some type of fluke. I don't know. Sometimes it because I get a mixed bag. Some people like, Rick, I get your notifications all the time. Then I hear people like, I don't never get them. So they're picking and choosing certain people who they're letting get and not get. So
yeah, I guess it's the rhythm or the narrative or whatever,
Right.
You know what? It's strange that we can get sometimes sometimes, but when they want to push an agenda, so we get it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Even if we, doing our own thing or listen to our music or whatever, they cut in and cut the commercial on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Give us an ad or two. Where they push their marketing on us. When we talking about what's going on and trying to market or whatever, they it's this or you can say that or you might get banned or this or that, but they doing everything wrong to us. They violate all our rights.
Right.
We can't even we ain't even got a right to say nothing about it now, or we might get banned. Ain't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Now you tell me what I can and what I can't say, and freedom of speech is what are we supposed to have?
Right.
A right to bear arms and freedom of speech, we can do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But now certain individuals, they can just get on there. It's amazing because I see certain videos, and it ain't even got to be from the United States. I see these little 5-second, 2-second clip videos, 10 million views, 10 million likes and stuff. Like, what the hell? I didn't even get that out of some TikTok video. Didn't make no sense at all, but it's got 200 million views. You know what I'm saying?
And probably 2,000 comments. I'm like, okay, but what am I getting out of this?
You got
It's just dumbing me down.
You got some that can go and run and hit 2 or 3 flips on TikTok, and then you got 10 million views, and they push that ad on. Something like, man, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
So somebody's definitely getting paid other than the regular YouTube or whatever.
Now, Forever Young said that's how it is when we're operating on another race's people's platform. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. You saying it right there. But then they'll come like, well, it's some of your own people that got a lot of views. I'm like, but what are they talking about though?
Right.
They talking about some drama and
just tap on the shoulder and say, hey, you want to play this game?
Right.
Because we ain't going by the rules or whatever. So now it is what it is,
Right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to scroll back through when I did that live and I posted the actual transmission when they reached out to me like, hey, we can give you unlimited amount of people coming to your channel and all this. All you got to do is, go off of this script every now and again. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing none of that. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Now, I was going to say real fast, instead of us having moderators now, they even got smart now. They got mod bots now. So it's like we can't even tell nobody the moderator we got going on pretty much. The one that's got they play on an independent field or whatever, it's like you got mod bots and they're kicking out, kicking your information somewhere else.
Right.
Or putting it back to to the playlist or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna show it right now. It ain't as popular. We'll push this right now because it's popular right now. It's what's trending. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of positivity gets to the back. It ain't that it be washed away. You just gotta look for it.
Right, and I don't like hearing, but when they be like, well, maybe it's the tags you use. It don't matter what tag I use. I could use all the tags that the same that do numbers use, and they'll still discriminate against it. So, that don't do no good, because I done heard that many times. Well, maybe you're not using the right tags. I'm like, I got a video. Matter of fact, any of y'all can research this on my channel. Type in Tukudu Khan, type in karma. If you look at that one video, and that was a live I did by myself, that's almost at 800,000 views. Now, if that's one video's at almost 800,000 views, why do I got a video from maybe a week or two or whenever I did a live by myself only at 50 or 100? That don't make sense. If I got one that's at 800, almost one video alone, they don't want my pull to be that high, because it's like, wait a minute, why is he reaching people like that? He damn near be unstoppable with whatever he has. Whoever calls in and brings up whatever subject they're talking about, they don't want that. They don't want no brother that's independent, that ain't going off of no script, to have that much power.
Right. They want us talking about the same thing with what's happening right now with the next ball player or something like that. They don't want us to keep focus on the underhand, what they trying to do to us and what plans they got for us. Because believe it or not, they always keep a plan in motion for us now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And we think that I ain't gonna say we, but some of us think that it's sweet, everything getting better and better because of technology, but at the same time, man, it's tearing us apart.
That's true.
And then with this thing going around, it really kept people, families separated, and a lot of people get separated, divorced, and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because of what because of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we had some good come out, we had some bad come out, we had some good come out of it too. But look how much damage is done now. You can go in the store now and get a face mask with an outfit now. It's a norm now. That'll never go out of style. They got face masks to sell now. We was looking at China like these folks crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But now we in the same situation.
Let me see. Okay, Forever Young said we got to build our own platform, get off these melonless folks stuff. And then he said the melonless is controlling all of this. These social platforms, they listen to all of our conversations. I believe that. They listen to our phone conversations. They read our text messages between each other.
Right, they do it.
And then Tony Styles said, yeah, videos used to be all up in the feed. Yeah, before, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's why I used to do a lot of color type of stuff, because, when a video ends, it pops up all these other videos that, maybe you want to watch this. I would do a lot of bright colors to make people look at it. They peep that, like, you know what, we just got to knock his videos off the feed. Like, I ain't even been around. Like, I just started like 2 months ago or something. No, I've been up 11 years. So ain't no reason why you treat me like this. I ain't following behind this narrative or whatever you're gonna push to keep people incarcerated, keep brothers and sisters. No, I ain't with any of that. I ain't with the drama.
And I gotta say this. I gotta respect this channel, because it's like probably one of the only channels. I ain't gonna say one of the only channels. There's a few more out there, but far in between. But that don't even really ask for no support for real. And when you ask for support, you can't get it, you know what I mean?
True.
But everybody else will contribute to everybody else's platform, and they screaming and hollering, hit the subscribe button and thumbs up and sending donations across the screen, and they shout everybody out on the super chat and all that. But when you get free information over here, we can't even get a simple thank you sometimes, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it kind of like, But I know that you love to do what you do, man, and I respect what you do. So I wanna start by supporting. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna start sending some cash outs and this and that. You know, because I believe that this platform deserves it like everybody else. You know, and you ain't on here you ain't on here. You know, hollering, hey, donate, hit the subscribe button, or you know, all we ask you to do is like when you come over here and listen. You know, it might not be as many people in here, but you know, all we say is hit the like button, man. You know, but everybody else, you know, they you know, it's almost. If you ain't sending them no money on their platform, they ain't rocking with you like that. They want you off their page. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And like I said, I actually answer calls. I actually, take your calls and comments and questions and try to turn them into, whoever I'm talking with. Like, hey, this one person said this. What do you think about this? It kind of made me think about that. That's what I want. I want interaction. We all done seen the video when Pac's talking with the Outlaws. He said interaction. I can do this all myself. But it's all about interacting. That's what brothers need to do. Like, so. No, well, I thought this. What did you talk that? Did you voice it?
Then they go on somebody else's page and they'll donate money to them, and then they get kicked out of the chat room or whatever, off the chat or whatever. They don't even because you know what I'm saying. They don't even want to talk to you, and nothing like they won't even allow you to come on their platform and speak your people, accept your donation. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
So. Hey, we probably need to start doing a little bit better for this Too Cool to Come platform too, because I know that you are different, very different, unique individual when it comes down to that kind of stuff like that. But these other jokes about I know you ain't not trying to beat nobody or nothing like that. A lot of people who are out here, they just making a living off of this now.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you got a lot of information and people that come through here on this channel, man, and I think you well deserve, and your time overdue, and it should, it's time that you should start, reaping some of those, reaping some of those benefits. I know this platform, you put a lot of work and time into it, you know what I'm saying? And you've been doing it for a long time without asking nobody for nothing, you know what I mean?
Right. And I look at like for you, instance, Will, for a guy like J Just, anybody that comes on here and they're contributing, I always promote y'all channels. Hey, matter of fact, Black Knight Williams is in the description. Click on his channel, subscribe to it. Anybody, matter of fact, that's in this chat room. Matter of fact, Tony Styles, if you in this area, go check his channel. Hey, spend your dollars with him when it comes to photography. Right. Do that. Right. I support that kind of stuff. I don't. It's only I'm a big old me. Y'all ain't nothing. No, I ain't never been like that. Right. Only people that feel like that is people that man did me wrong, and I choose not to deal with them no more. Then they felt some kind of way, but that's something that they got to deal with, not something I got to deal with.
Right. So, I just want that out there because man, he well deserved it. And like I say, I don't take it for granted because I appreciate it. For you to be on the platform and you talking in front of the world to hear you. You know what I'm saying? If you're speaking with some sense, it says a lot. It means a lot. And people need, you got somebody at home probably in the bathtub or you just getting off work or whatever they doing right now. They probably just relaxing or whatever. And they like what we talking about, you know what I'm saying? And they tune in,
Right.
So, you see people that's everywhere listening, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Because I look at it like this. They done away with a lot of gathering spots where, brothers really genuinely gather and, chop it up about different topics, A lot of elders, are dying off, You're like, man, my uncle, he gone. I used to do this all the time with him. Or, my big bro or my cousin, he locked down and all this. Or it used to be pool halls and arcades and we used to late night basketball, whatever. Spots where you could just congregate. A house of family member, y'all go over there and y'all may play cards, tonk, whatever. Spades, with all that. Dice, dominoes, whatever. And all them places is gone. So the few platforms that we do have, that's what I try to recreate through that, the conversation. Be it we talking about some women and men and women relationships, be it whatever type of topic we talking about. I want to create that space where, you can be like, what, I could go to, Reek's channel, Too Cool to Con, I might hear, Professor, I might hear, this particular artists that, you know, because whoever I'm having on is well respected. Ain't no person that's gonna be talking no ignorance on my stuff, talking about, oh yeah, and you know, hopefully, you know, keeping you stuck in some drama. Ain't gonna be none of that. So whoever I
Right.
do interview is someone of some type that put some fat on or some intelligence on your brain. You know,
Right.
a different way to come. Like, oh yeah, I never thought about it like that. That's why I try to ask questions when I do interview people that nobody else asks. Not oh,
Right.
so you shot that one video for 500,000, and what you do
Right.
after? No, I don't want to hear about that kind of stuff. We hear that all the time. You can turn any channel on here to hear that. I want to hear about,
Right.
okay, so you could have shot that video for that much, but then you wanted to reinvest in your community. How did you go
Right.
about doing that? You know,
Right.
that's what I want to you know, spread out and, you know, make just like Tony Styles. He's breaking down like how, you know, he had to change his plan. He got to be in people's faces about, you know,
Right.
basically receiving what he needs to receive. The clientele that's gonna, you know, have him eating forever, and you know, maybe they'll
Mm-hmm.
be piggybacking. You know what? You did such a good job. I'm putting you onto, you know, these other people and stuff. Just
Right.
people need to know how that goes down, because a lot of people just think, oh, well, they just got it like that. No, it's a science behind everything,
That's
and
right.
I'm trying to break into all the different sciences that come with all different walks of life. And that's why I always
Right.
say, call in and say, hey, you know, I come from New York, I come from Alabama, I come from Texas, you know, this is how it's going in these different areas. So if you plan to move there, or if you're already living there but you never thought about it like this, you're getting a chance to hear it right from the people that's living it every day.
Right. That's what it's about. Networking and communication. You know. And I was looking at this thumbnail that you had. I guess you did a show on not too long ago, and it said the answer is what's not said. Yeah, the answer is in what's not said.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I was reading that thumbnail when you was talking, and I was like, well, what's not being said throughout that situation? You know what I mean? What are they really trying to do?
Right.
Like, what are they not telling us? They tell us this and tell us that, but what are they you know, hiding from us? What are they telling us?
Mm-hmm.
You know, what are they not telling us? What are they not saying? They're speaking loud. You know, because silence sometimes speaks in volumes.
Right. This thing,
You
like
know,
let's put down a situation where someone could kind of understand a little better. Okay, you dealing with a female, and let's say she keeps, when you're talking to her, she keeps turning her head. And why you keep turning your head? And you know you're energetic, you're feeling her, and she keeps turning her head. She's barely talking, and every time you talk, she turns her head. Well, if you pick up on cues, have you checked your breath? Maybe your breath is killing her. Maybe you killing her through the breath, but she turn her head because she's kind of trying not to
right,
diss you, but she's turning her head because like, man, this dude's breath is killing me. You know,
right.
you
I don't
gotta,
want to say, nothing, but he about to melt me down.
right, right. So you gotta pick up on the silent cues. Like, what is it? It's something that ain't right.
That's a good one. Man. I like it.
Good.
But yeah, man. What's not being, the answer is what's not being said. What are you not saying? What are you not telling me? You tell me everything that you want me to know, but what are you, you know, essentially hiding? You know,
Right.
what do you want? You know? And I feel like that, and that's a question that probably lies within everybody can say that. You know that. You know, because I'm pretty sure that I ain't gonna tell everybody my business, and you ain't gonna tell everybody yours. But what I'm not gonna tell you is what I'm not gonna say is up to you to figure out. You know,
Right, right. You're like, I done bounced around this many questions. He had to answer all these, but he's not answering that. So that must be the part that he feels some kind of way about not talking about, you know?
Mm. Well, and sometimes that speaks even louder. You know, by not saying nothing. Sometimes you can be, not a part of it. You can be complicit.
Right.
You know.
Now, Tony Styles, he offered his Instagram link. I want to say it's, make sure I'm saying it right. Photo Pursuit 22. Photo Pursuit 22. About photos, about photography, period. Go to it. Subscribe to it.
Have you talked to him in person, Reek? I mean, it's not in person. Have you talked to him? Or he just came in? I know he came in a few times.
Yeah, he been in, Tony Styles been in there a few times. I want to say he might have called a while back, a long time ago. If I'm not mistaken, Tony Styles, correct me if I'm wrong. I think you called in at least once.
Yeah.
I know I done seen you because I want to say you said you from in the Boston area. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Tony Styles, if you in that work and you got a moment or two, man, hit that hotline, man. You can promote yourself, man, if it's okay with Reek, man.
Most definitely. Matter of fact, it was a brother that was up out of, I think he came from St. Louis. He ain't been on there in a long time, and he made leather belts and bags and all that kind of stuff. Right. It's like, man, I'll see people going to designers and doing all this. I had an uncle that taught me how to do this, and I got all the equipment to do that. I started making, leather belts because, brothers like getting them Louis Vuitton belts and all them Gucci belts. He said, I started making my own belts, putting my own insignias on it and things. I custom make them and all that. That's what we need more of. Not, just go get this belt for $600, $1,000, and throw it to these designers that don't care nothing about you. No.
Right. They gonna still call you the N word when you buy it. Before you buy it. And half of the time they don't want to sell it to you no way, but they'll take your money.
Right. Okay. Now Tony said no, we never talk. He said but I'm in Boston. Okay.
I was gonna say real quick, you like one of the channels that ain't charging for promotion. Everybody else charge for promotion.
Yeah, they do that. Yeah, I need this much to promote you. No, if I see you coming in here and you were genuine, even with the people I done fell out with, I promoted their stuff till we fell out. I may not promote it no more, but I promoted their stuff till we fell out. And I don't be doing that charging. I gotta get this before I talk good on your stuff. No.
But you've been seeing a lot of that lately. And I know Tony Styles pretty solid. I ain't saying that he nothing like that, but a lot of times these platforms, man, they want you to charge. They want to charge you for everything. Like and they don't want to talk to you. They want your money and want you to do business with them, but they don't want to really, what I'm saying, really want to deal with you like that. Let's not able to eat off of you.
Right.
So you want, I see you was reading that stuff off. For the platform, that's what made me just say that. Like, he could have called in and promoted his own self. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
The hotline number up.
Right. And that's why I say, every now and then when, because, like how you said, they unsubscribe you. But my community page, you could always type in Tukudukan, go to community page, because I know sometimes that community page is supposed to come up on your feed on whatever you're watching, but sometimes it don't do that. But every now and then I put on Tukudukan Cash App because, like I said, I don't get paid off of this. My stuff is monetized to show the commercials, but I haven't received a check for almost over a year.
Right.
And as many subscribers I got, it shouldn't be like that. But I don't run this joint. Them people run that.
I tell you, from this day forward, I'm gonna be a supporter, and I'm gonna hit that cash out, man. I ain't gonna continue to be coming on your platform and can't, donate to help the channel grow with that or whatever. Because I see, like, even it takes time, It takes time, and it takes it takes money and time, and make time, take time out your day or your night or whatever to say, hey, I want to reach out to the world. I know you love doing it, and you ain't charging nobody for that, because it's all like, I've been coming on here for a long time. I know that it's just like a breath of fresh air to me to just come on here and be able to vibe with you and, Lisa Smith and Raven Shaw and Cadillac J and whoever else is, coming in, chat back and forth. It's a breath of fresh air to me because, off this internet, I ain't really a communicating person. I don't really have a lot of friends where I just, hang out and go party with every day. I'm mostly by myself or with my family or whatever, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I kind of like it. I do it for the love, too. I know that you do it for the love, but I want to be able to, be able to support, because I know that it's time,
Yeah. I just look at it like this. I mean, I say I'm here for the comment, man. I mean, I guess it could be some well-to-do people that listen to me too, but I ain't had none of them call in. But I'm saying the comment.
You got some nice people that come on this platform, man, and show love and spread knowledge and information to, man. And that, like I say, you well deserving. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that, Will.
You shouldn't even have to ask, like, 'cause, like, what you had it. But I'm just saying, it should be an automatic thing, because that's what it is. Real, recognize real, and that's what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, that's the thing, though. And we all should be in support of one another's channel. And like you said, if somebody might want to move down here to Alabama or move where you headed with them, I know somebody down there. Let me hop on there and call Reek and see if he know anybody, or let me call Williams and see if he know anybody. And that's how you learn how to get along with people in every city, and you build a network.
Right. And it always been like this, but they try to hinder that. Like, no, you should be focused me, and skip everybody else. No, that ain't how you grow within this world. It really ain't.
Right.
You got to know somebody. You got to, I mean, like you said, like, okay, I want to move down to Alabama. What would be some cool spots down there? I'm thinking about this spot. Like, no, this is where this go down over here. I don't know if you really thinking about that. I'm trying to pull your coat to something that will be more beneficial for you.
Right. You might be for the move, to a bad area or something. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, no, man, I don't want you to come down here like that. And it's kind of like I said, it's kind of like being on the street and you got to meet somebody somewhere. You want to meet them somewhere comfortable. You want to, what I'm saying? You want them to be safe, and you want to be safe too at the same time. You know? I ain't finna lead you to no kind of harm, and I don't want to run into no harm. I don't want you to lead me into no harm.
That's true.
So we gotta watch each other back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's like the situation with Mr. Florida or whatever. You know, so I was like, dang, I know, Reek up there. Let me call him and get the real scoop, because I know what's going on the media might not be also. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Might not be also true. So that's how we get the full truth, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And let me speak on that real quick. So when it comes to, matter of fact, that trial's coming up this coming month. Tomorrow is March, so it's coming up. And they're starting to board things up in our downtown area. But when that whole thing went down, they showed they burnt at the police station and all that. That was over south where it happened. But what I didn't understand, a lot of stuff that was on the north side, because where that happened, that was on the south side, on the north side got burnt down. But the place where all that happened over south, that didn't get touched. Why is that? Why do you burn down everything else in predominantly, melanated communities, but you don't touch this store that started this whole thing?
Right.
That makes me question, like,
the whole incident.
Yeah.
Was he brought from somewhere else and brought there? Was this staged, or it's questionable, man. It's so much, it's so many things, and they hitting us with this so rapidly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Everything, it's just hard to keep up with, because there's so much back to back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's simultaneous, so that's how they want us to be, like, horrified at the same time desensitized. They want us to be scared, but at the same time freeze, like a deer in the head, like, be scared, but don't move. You know what I mean? So make a move. You know what I mean?
Right.
We can see what's going on, but now don't make a move.
And just think that on top of this pandemic, because think about it, like, okay, the slogan became "I can't breathe" because the situation, how it went down. But then now, look, you may have to be put on ventilators because of this slogan. You can't breathe from that. So it's like, okay, you can't breathe from this, you can't breathe from that. Now we gotta be apart and separate and not communicate really. We see super censorship going on platforms that are meant for communication. Matter of fact, I was on this other platform and I stated a fact like I stated in various other times. I got flagged for like a day because I said words and they weren't even curse words. I'm like, oh, so you can't speak a certain way that will make a person feel a certain way when they done came at you with some asinine, type of comment. So essentially, when someone says something crazy that's kind of off the wall, you just got to block them, because if you respond, they'll be like, oh, look what they said to me. No, I'm not gonna get my platform knocked down because you try. Because it's like people bait you now. Okay, how can I get them to get censored? Well, I get them mad where he'll say, something that most people would say if you're saying something crazy, and now they're so sensitive you can't speak certain ways. So now you just gotta straight block these people instead of essentially chastising them through a conversation like we all do. Because think about it like this: on the street, if someone says something crazy to you on the street, you're dealing with it accordingly right there.
Right.
Ain't none of this, oh well, they said this to me. No, it's you getting dealt with right accordingly.
Right.
But now social media is like, well, you can't speak these kind of words because you might hurt their feelings. I'm like, come on, man, I want to hear this.
But you can shake your ass and smoke blunts on the platform and do everything else, but you can't say a certain word.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what killed me, man. They want us to. Why is there so much bias with these platforms? You can do so much, even with these dating apps and stuff like that. You got these live conversations and women playing all in themselves and all this and all that stuff fly though. But then you say one little word like pussy, and then it's a big problem. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody mad all of a sudden, like the boy say. It's crazy, man. They let so much fly, but the small stuff they flag. You know what I mean? Well, if that small stuff might be, you know what I'm saying, might that small seed might land on some good first soil. In other words. So if you throw out all these bad seeds on this soil, we don't care about that. We'll let all that fly. You can throw out a lot of them seeds there. But when these good seeds start hitting that soil, wait a minute, we gotta watch this right here, because this right here might grow. This knowledge right here might grow. So it's kind of like you watering the seed or something, or you in the field or something,
Right.
You planting the seed of knowledge,
But I seen someone made this post on a different social media platform. I would try to post it, but they might hit me with a flag if I try to post it on here.
If they flag them for doing it, they'll flag you for reposting it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll say it like this in the best edited way I can say it. Well, certain people identify as certain genders, and you can't say anything about that. Well, They pose a question like, well, since this whole pandemic's going on and people got to have this slogan, I identify as being vaccinated.
Right.
You can't question me about that. I identify as being vaccinated. So
right.
Why can't I identify like that? If they can identify as whatever they're identifying as, why can't I do it?
Right.
Are you discriminating against me?
You just gave me you just made me have a epiphany that really ain't. It got something to do with what we talking about, but it's kind of a little bit off topic to where me and my daughter was talking the other day. And my little granddaughter, she's in preschool. Head start, preschool or whatever. And she was like, my daughter was telling me that they when the child, I don't know if it's the law being passed or the agenda they trying to push, but she said when the child gets up to 3 or 4 years old, before they as an infant, when that child is born, they are no longer a he or a she. They are a baby. They're not a baby. They're a baby. That means when they get up to 4 years old, they can decide on whether they want to be a boy or a little girl. And my daughter was telling me this. I was like, what the fuck? This is very interesting right here. What now? She said, yes, you have after a certain point in time when it comes, when they have babies now, they won't be babies, they'll be babies. They'll be able to decide to be what they want to be when they get a certain age, for like 3, 4, 5 years old or whatever. And I was like, damn, that's crazy.
But see, like you said, that's crazy. But okay, if that's the case, let's expand this in other areas. I want to be filthy rich. I feel I'm filthy rich. I need to be able to get everything I need to get without have to, worry about anything, because I feel I'm filthy rich. So, come on, can that pass too? Or are you discriminating? I can't get that new Cadillac that's on the showroom floor. You trying to discriminate me from getting that?
You can't say you can't say that they can't, because guess what? Hell, some of these artists ain't who they say they is. I mean, Rick Ross said he Rick Ross, but is he the real Rick Ross? And he went to law, and the real Rick Ross took him to court, and he lost. So you know what I'm saying? So who's to say that you can't be who you want to be? You know what I mean?
Right.
They took him say he was Rick Ross, and he went to court. The real Rick Ross took him to court, and he lost. Like, dang, man. So you telling me you can steal my name and be me?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of world we in now, you know. I just look at it like this. The things I ain't rocking with, I just don't rock with it. I mean, I don't have no problem with nobody, whatever they're doing. You can go ahead and do that. Just don't tread on me. Don't try to force it down my throat.
Right. That's the crazy thing. Who we got in the chat? They had it lit up a minute ago. I still ain't been able to see no comments or nothing.
Yeah, I think it done died down. Whoever's still out there, hey, what's up? If you're not, hey, I understand you may be getting prepared for, tomorrow, or, depending on what part of the country you're in. Like, I gotta get my shut eye to hit the job and throw on this mask before I walk through the door.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah. Hey, it ain't fun, but some of them got to do that. Unfortunately,
right.
But fortunately, I'm not one of those ones, but I don't knock the ones that do. It is a job, and for the ones that's in that medical field, in those good areas, I appreciate you. You know, we can, because I know that it ain't y'all's fault. It's the hierarchy.
Mm-hmm.
So I got much love for the waitresses and and janitors, and I'm for the underdog. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I appreciate all the little small.
Right.
That people don't think about every day when you're throwing your trash and you use the bathroom and somebody come in and clean up behind you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody got to do that,
Right, start taking time. That's a good point, to start taking time and thinking about people like that. Like, oh, the trash right there, I'm going to straight throw it on the floor. No, man, don't do that. You see the receptacle, it ain't full or anything like that. Throw it in the trash the right way, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you might have an auntie, uncle, someone that do that as a profession. Basically, you disrespecting them. Like, you know what?
Right.
It's okay when someone else do that to them. No, that ain't cool. I mean, I know everything can't be perfect. Things happen, kids throw up and things like that, and people gotta come clean it up. But things you can make sure that, okay, I throw this in the receptacle, or make sure the soap get placed back where it need to be placed. I mean, do that.
The little things would count. It reminded me when I was in prison, and we had that road squad, and we go out and pick up paper and litter and all that stuff, and it's like people just pass by and they just throw out stuff, and then somebody got to pick that stuff up, and then sometimes they see you out there and they still just throw it out there like, oh, here, get it, they picking it up, you know what I mean? They keep going, you know what I mean? Like, you got, those are people that's, you're holding those jobs down, you know what I mean? So it just gives me something else to appreciate, the small things.
True that. Now let me say this. Hey, anybody that's catching a replay or is jumping in here now, hey, go subscribe to Tony Styles' Instagram. Let me scroll back down. Photo Pursuit 22 Instagram. Go subscribe to that. You may know someone that's I'm trying to be a model. I need a reasonable, photographer. Hey, you got one right here. Go ahead and do that. Book your session, whatever. Maybe you're a big star out in Cali somewhere. You want to fly him out there to do something. Hey, go check out his work on Instagram. Matter of fact, Cadillac J Just. Subscribe to Cadillac J Just. Matter of fact, who is on the line right now with me? The Black Knight Williams. Subscribe to his channel.
Yeah. please, hey, I'm kind of asking, like, please do now because I need to get my channel up where I can get it monetized. Because it's still giving me problems where it won't even let me get it monetized. I don't have enough subscribers or whatever it's still saying. So if y'all want to go over there and, you know, support or whatever, I appreciate that. I will start loading more content.
Right. The correct spelling of his name is right in the title of this live. So when it goes to replay, when they finally post it up, just click on the description and it'll show the correct spelling and everything. You'll be able to type it in and go right to it. Matter of fact, if you go to the, you know, my community page where I post affirmations, you'll see Black Knight Williams within the comments commenting. Click on it. You know, usually they still get that option. You click on a person's face,
right.
then you go right to their page and you see they comment and do it like that. You know, everybody that's within the stream, you know, that been offering something positive, hey, go ahead and subscribe. You know, see what they're talking about. If they don't get, if nobody got nothing, you know, as far as content, you know, just keep track with them. Like, man, they ask good questions and things like that.
That'll help me. That'll help me, you know, stay on point and make me get back, you know, socially active with my you know, page or whatever. Because maybe I can go ahead and get it monetized or whatever, and I can go ahead and, you know, get it jumped off.
Right.
So, you know, I appreciate that I can use it, but I haven't been posting too much and nothing on that now, because I ain't really been, you know, having nobody, you know, that's really been, you know what I'm saying, rocking like that.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the whole thing we've been going through. A lot of people that's doing other things ain't doing that, you know. I guess we totally dedicated to doing YouTube. I mean, yeah, I got a lot of videos. You may think, oh, Reek, you been doing this all the time. No, I do got other things I do besides this. You know, I try to take time to do this, but you know, YouTube ain't paying me.
Portfolio of time, you know, every video that you look at is time because it took time out to do it. So, you know, it's like you might do one a night, but when you let 2 or 3 years or 4 or 5 or 10 years maybe of doing that, then look, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You got something to look at, and it's like you doing them every day when you ain't got to do them every day because you've done so many. You know what I mean?
Right. That's true. And there's a lot of wealth of information, and a lot of it ain't all coming from me. You know, that's the whole thing. Like, oh, Reek saying he claiming everything. No, it's you, we the people, we the melanated people that's contributing to this. All y'all that's commenting, that you're the information. You know, I have my tidbits, but I mean, y'all's coming with it. And I'll say this: I appreciate you, Tony Styles, for, you know, contributing that $20 in the super chat. Hey, that's what's up. I appreciate that. You know, I have no problem promoting any melanated brother or sister's business on my platform. I don't got no problem. I don't charge that. Whatever you feel, you could have gave $1 and I've still been straight. You could have just said, hey, share this video link. I've been straight with that. But I appreciate you for contributing that to, you know, me and Will, you know, hashing it out, talking about what needs to be talked about between brothers and sisters, you know, what we going through in these day and ages, you know. I appreciate that a lot. And
that's real dope, Tony, man. I appreciate that too, man. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Maybe we on to, you know, man, getting this thing started, and, you know, which is already started, but maybe we on to start to get, maybe we can take whatever that is or whatever and put something with it. And I heard Ray Charlotte was saying something last night about, you know, maybe we can go places and meet up somewhere and, you know what I'm saying, do some things together or whatever, you know?
Right, because how they were saying, like, I mean, I could believe it. A lot of them ticket fares is quite low right now, so just have to pick a place where I guess they really ain't having no curfews or whatever they got going on. Hopefully they don't bump it up to the craziness like it was last year. You got curfews, this place is not open and all that kind of stuff. So
now, do y'all still have curfews?
No, we don't got curfews over here.
No, me either. I was like, somebody said curfew, like, I don't know. We ain't know in a minute now.
Right.
But
that's good to know that in some state or city they're still doing that. That's crazy. I'll say this: a lot of the business still closed down early. They're doing that. But as far as like a curfew, you can't be on the streets. They ain't got none of that kind of stuff going on right now.
Oh, okay. That's a good thing, man. But if you still don't lock down or whatever, hey, stay safe and continue to stay safe. And nobody said it's over with. We got yet to come. So
You're right.
just right here, just a prepared mode. Just stay prepared. And, go ahead and get your cleaning supplies and your sanitizer and keep the stock on all that stuff now. So time hit again. It's probably win more than likely. They full of games, so be ready for these games. It's just like when you get ready to go to war, you got to make sure you got enough bullets and enough people and enough. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got to soldier up on all your items and all your commissary and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Then Tony Styles came back and said, "I appreciate that real talk."
That's what's up, Tony Styles. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go on there and subscribe to your page when I get off of here. And see what you're talking about. I might need you to shoot a video of my car or something, anything. I don't know. I might just swing a few dollars your way, man. I don't know if you're a traveling agent or what, but you know what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure you are. If you're that line of work, and then for you to pack up and get the plane or drive or whatever,
Right. So I'm thinking, well, Boston's still kind of a little ways, but it probably is not as far as how I am from both of y'all. More further than Boston and Alabama.
Might know somebody up your way, or you never know, man.
Right.
There's so many people in this world. You might be in the gas station or somewhere, and somebody might be like, "Hey, man, I can." Me and my wife, we out of town. We trying to find somewhere good to go. Or like you say, hey, I might just point you in the right direction and say, hey, I know somebody that's, this and that. And,
right.
Might be able to assist you. Yep.
But I say, as Rated Shot and Lisa Smith, we've been on almost an hour and 40 minutes, something like that. I don't want it to get too dry.
Right.
When you got some chicken and you overcook it, it's all dry. And eat it.
Yeah.
I don't want it like that.
I don't want to hit no dog, mama, or nothing like that.
Right.
It's showing folks watching right now, but if anybody out there before we close out, if you want to say something, get a shout out in or shout out to somebody or whatever. Hey, time winding down. We only got a few seconds.
Matter of fact, Tony Styles, put your Instagram back up in the chat again. Throw it up there so people can see it, and people can subscribe to it and make their decision on how they want to. Hopefully, they might be getting married or got something going on where they need some photography work going down. So throw that back up there again.
Where did he say he was from?
Boston.
Boston. Boston. What's the weather like up there if you can respond to that real fast?
Right.
How far is that from you, Reek? That's on the other side, though.
Boston, Massachusetts?
Yeah,
that's the East Coast.
Yeah, he way on the East Coast. Yeah, he way, you on the other side.
Yeah.
Dang. That's amazing how this network works, man. How you can just meet people from across the world and exchange information and, like you promoting yourself pretty much, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't need the industry to promote you no more.
Mm-hmm.
You already independent, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of us down in the South, man, we've been like that. Like, we always had to be independent because we need these major labels and stuff to run to, so we had to come out of the trunk, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So tapes and CDs and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
We had to make a name for ourselves, so, it ain't like it was like, on the East Coast or something, we just walk inside a studio or a record label or something, and, we had to get it from out the mud, for real.
Now, he put his Instagram back up, Photo Pursuit 22 at Instagram. And then he said, we have mild winter. We're having a mild winter. Okay.
Okay. And I know Boston here, it usually get cold, so
hell
it's
yeah.
mild. That's pretty mild. I mean, shit. That's crazy in itself. That's what's up. Tony Styles. That name got a ring to it. I hope that you be successful in your career, man,
Most definitely. Being your own boss, that's what's up,
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yes, sir. To that right there, man. I think this pandemic it made a lot of us, become even more independent. Realizing that we ain't really got nobody that's gonna really help us. That we got to do it on our own, everything on our own anyway.
Right. Because I know when this whole thing went down and I was having a lot of downtime, you know what? Much as I be finding cars, I got to find me a truck. And I bought me a truck. I've been making a little here and there money around with it. So, that's what's up.
You got your truck?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Nice little Silverado.
Silverado. 1500?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I know you probably got leather in it and all that.
Oh no, it ain't leathered out. It's a workhorse. Matter of fact, it was so crazy. I bought it from a farmer, and he kept it up. Everything maintenance and everything. It looks nice. I need to do a video on it because it's decent enough for what it do.
Yeah, so he probably ain't drove nowhere but on a little farm or whatever.
Right.
He ain't went nowhere in it.
Right.
You probably got a good car. Depending on who you buying the car from and where you buy, and the condition of it and where you buying it from, you get them real good deals, man.
Now Tony Styles, he came back. He said it's an old name from years ago. Hey, that's how most of our what they call nicknames come from years ago, depending on whatever we was doing. So
Exactly.
Hey, it's called a nameplate now. Use it to your advantage. I know you got it photo Pursuit 22, but hey, you known as Tony Styles. Hey, I do some stylish photography for you. Something that's a little bit different than all the common rest. I mean, you got to use it to the best of your abilities and what you do. But I'm quite sure you do. I ain't saying nothing you ain't already probably thought about and done executed already. So.
Maybe you can make them. Maybe you can make them million when they told us that. I could be a part of it. I might be able to promote you then.
Shit, I promote them now. Whichever way it is. Shit.
I'm just talking shit to her. Maybe you can get me a part in one of them movie scenes or something if you make it big.
Yeah, because a lot of people forget about it. Photographer is also like, they film stuff too. It ain't just, I'm taking pictures. No, you can actually film a movie. They got the equipment to do it.
Put me in one of those horror films or something. Old action movie horror film.
That's what a lot of people have been saying. I got all the equipment. I've been thinking about putting together, I don't know, either a small documentary or some kind of mini movie. I don't know. Maybe a documentary would be a little more easier because, you just talk with people about whatever the topic is. But I do want to come with something like that where, people could watch it.
Until you get the feel of it, maybe then you can probably move on to something else. Because, I mean, shoot. If these devices they got now, man, you can do anything. I mean, you ain't gotta have thousands of dollars on camera equipment and this and that now, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I done seen people shoot whole videos on their phone, rap videos and stuff like that on their phone, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm like, dang, you could do a whole lot with these little devices that we got going. Just in your household now.
Right. Yeah, Tony Styles came back. He said, I call it the Tony Styles experience at Photo Pursuit. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Especially, I know, especially if you're like filming little kids, you gotta have a certain way to kind of calm them down. You're like, shoot, got a little family photo. Little kids, they ain't used to this environment. You gotta, have the tricks of the trade to have them to get them to smile. Because a lot of kids don't be wanting to smile. Like, okay, smile, everything. I ain't trying to smile. So
sometimes you might gotta, bend the wheel a little bit and put on your costume or something for them to get them to smile or whatever you gotta do, to get that perfect shot,
You're right.
Yeah. And the check is trying to slow down a little bit. Tony Styles the only one coming in.
Yeah, everybody else is kicked back. Everybody else is kicked back. Like, we just kicking back and listening to them talk about, hey, not adding. I mean, I enjoy y'all listening to me, but I also enjoy y'all adding comments so we can keep it going. But if it's starting to slow down, I understand that. We can go out and me and Will will figure out another time that is right to come back on. So ain't no problem there.
I'm just glad to be back on and be in touch with some people and be to let everybody know that I'm all right. And I'm still here weathering the storm like everybody else. So,
Right. And I say we had most of the regulars come in. I think we were missing Low. Low usually come in with some craziness. I had to say that Low be having some things to say, but usually Low come in. I ain't heard from James in a long time.
no, James killed me either.
Yeah.
James, you catch the replay, James. We asked him about you, James.
Right. Let me see. I think Love the Barber. Matter of fact, Love the Barber. I don't know if you still rocking with me or not. I caught that last one with you and Lisa Smith, and I know she was. I don't know. I guess what you were saying to her, she was. It was rubbing her the wrong way. I can't remember which one that was, but it was the one where it was solo with Lisa Smith, and it got kind of heated at a certain point.
What platform? They on this platform?
Yeah, because it was one time I just let her, take over, and she was saying what she was saying. And he called it in and said something that how she gets sometimes.
She let him have it, huh?
Yeah.
I might have to check it out. I might do a little scroll and check it out. I usually catch some of the replays if I ain't seen them in a while. If I ain't seen them, I'll be like, let me see what they're talking about. I done caught a few of them, but it's been so many in between. And then, like, for a minute, little hot minute, I say, man, he ain't posted nothing. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, when I started making, I started trying to go by myself because, I ain't seen Old School in a minute. So I was trying to go by myself. And they weren't, I kept getting spin wheels and all that, and people saying the connection's dropping. So I said, you know what, I'm just gonna slow up on that. I'll post videos of the Lions Den when I got that, but other than that, I ain't gonna do no live. But now I was like, let me try to come back and just try to do something, even if it ain't me. It's just Rated Shot and Infamous Lisa Smith.
Right.
Do something like that. Maybe they sick of hearing me come on saying whatever. So.
It inspired me because the last few times before Rated Shot and Lisa Smith came on, I said, damn, Reek been doing it for a minute by himself. Ain't nobody come in,
Right.
For the last few times that I had caught the replays, I was like, dang, nobody even came in. So, I mean, I've been there. I ain't been able. Like I said, I might respond on a thumbnail or something. I'm still here. So maybe we need to crank it back up again and probably get some more videos out there.
Right.
I'm open for it.
Yeah, because I know people that Reek, when I start seeing them, then I who suggested that? I don't know if it was someone said basically just, I want to say it was Cal J Just. He said just put out there when you're gonna do something, so then we kind of know like ahead of time. Like, yeah, that makes sense because then everybody know to tune in at that time versus out of the blue you don't know. But if you know that certain time, you just go and check and it'll be there or whatever. I'll send, if I got y'all number, I'll just send you the link so it ain't no, oh, I couldn't find it. No, he sent me the link, so it ain't no trying to deny me.
Right. And then you got my phone number, so you know how we do that. So
right.
You just call me and be like, hey, Will, what's up, man? I'm going on tonight or whatever. With certain time or whatever, I'll be already looking for it or whatever, like we used to do.
Right.
I know I see the traffic and get ready to change, so I'm gonna be staying up a little bit later than when I've usually been staying up.
Mm-hmm.
I've been going to bed early, so for the most part of it, but I know the time's gonna get ready to change, so I'll be hanging out a little bit later,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Charles Pointer, he said, hey, Reek, just tuning in. Hey, I appreciate that. I mean, you have to tell in where we damn near about to go out. If you got anything to add, hey, add it in the chat. If you really feel inspired to say something, the hotline is posted at the top of the chat. It's in blue, highlighted in blue, the number. And you could call in and voice your opinion on whatever you want to do before me and Will go out.
Yes, sir. we're about to close this thing in a minute too. I know we probably got more than what they saying we got in the chat room. A lot of people probably just laid back, relaxing, probably just listening or whatever.
Right.
Sitting back, chilling, maybe having a champagne or nightcap or whatever. You know.
And like I know some truck drivers out there, so it's people probably driving cross country. You know, listening to too. So you know that's what's up.
Yep.
I appreciate
night.
it.
They got the night shift too. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So if you out there and you're on the job, man, you know, hey, shouts out to you. Keep up the good work, and you know, I hope that we help. You know, help you pass some of your time by while you was doing what you was doing.
Right. And if you ain't had a chance to hit the like button, hey, hit the like button. The like button is essentially for better placement of getting them notifications. Because if you ain't liking it, then it's like, well, we figured you didn't want to hear what was said, but you like, I forgot to hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Right.
You know.
It might help if you hit subscribe if you ain't already subscribed. You know, all those buttons. You know, it counts. You know, maybe it'll send out more videos and. You know, in your phone, on your direction, on your end or whatever.
Or matter of fact, like you said, check to see if you're still subscribed, because sometimes they unsubscribe you too.
Mm-hmm. Right. Hit that notification again, that all personal notification bell.
Yeah, because it gets tricky, because you like, what's this one mean? It'll only give you certain ones, so you gotta, like you said, you gotta hit the all, so you always get like. As soon as I do a live, it'll automatically get sent to you, or a new video gets put up, or whatever.
You get all the notifications that they come in. Sometimes you gotta go back to your phone and do it and resubscribe again. Like, dang, I didn't unsubscribe from this channel. Or sometimes, like when you go on, if you subscribe to a lot of channels, it'll have the channel way at the bottom somewhere. You gotta scroll through your playlist or whatever to find it.
Right.
Like, dang, it didn't kick me all the way to the back, like, you know. So sometimes you gotta, refresh it or whatever and bring it back up, you know.
Right.
So they're gonna push their agenda to, well, you know, they're gonna pretty much try to buffer hours, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Make it hard to find. So hit that thumbs up button and share and subscribe. If you haven't already done that,
right,
and that should help the algorithm a little bit. So they say it's just like if you on Facebook and they sending you those Facebook suggestions. They suggesting you to be somebody's friend that you don't know about. You know, so if you share this and you subscribe to this right here, maybe you might send it to somebody else that's on that's in your Facebook or in your feed or whatever.
Right.
The algorithm crazy, man.
Yeah, that's because I guess essentially you could share it on any platform. You could share it. Well, I don't know how. I guess you could share it on Instagram. I ain't too up on Instagram to really know how that would work. But yeah, Facebook, I think you could share it on that. Those new platforms they done came up with. Was it I heard it's one called Discord, and then it's been a few new platforms that done been popping up. I ain't up on all of them, but.
No, I mean, I'm just my first time hearing about Discord.
Yeah.
But I will check it out though. It's a new app or just a new?
It's a new app. I want to say it's kind of like Twitter, but then it's mixed like Facebook or something like that.
Oh.
And then it's what's the other one? Where it's almost like YouTube, but it's what's the word? Name of it. If y'all know what I'm talking about, where you just talk, it's like different people talk. Everybody, it's like you get like a chat room and y'all talk about whatever the topic is. And people chime in and stuff. Clubhouse, that's what it's called. Clubhouse.
Oh, Clubhouse. I was just going to say Clubhouse. Or damn, Bigo Live. Man. I knew it was Bigo Live. That's some more crazy shit. You thinking about doing another one tomorrow at another time, or?
Yeah, we can do another one tomorrow. I have no problem with doing it.
I'll be looking forward then. Maybe we can come up with a
run with a topic or something.
I might sleep on a good topic or something like that. I don't know yet, but normally I know we get a topic going, it always goes somewhere else.
Right.
We turn something in the corners. Otherwise, I just say what's going on here. We're gonna ride anyway.
Right. Either way you look at it.
Yep. Let us know what's going on, and we'll tell you what's going on, or
Right.
we think what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And with that being said, hey, I appreciate everybody that came in later. Hey, you started all the way from the beginning. Matter of fact, don't be too quick to I won't say delete it, but you may have to go into your replay because after I end this, they're gonna make it disappear like it ain't been up, and then they'll repost it probably sometime tomorrow. So go into what you recently watched. If you just joined in now, and put it all the way back to the beginning and listen to it. But other than that, you may have to wait till tomorrow because sometime probably in the afternoon. I don't know why they don't put my lives up immediately after they, been live. But hey, people catching the replay, I appreciate you. Hopefully, you click the like button, and you've now been tuned in to, Reek, of course, me, and Black Knight Williams. Matter of fact, subscribe to him. Subscribe to everybody that you see within the actual chat. I think they're worthy enough to be subscribed to. And catch us tomorrow. We'll probably have a topic of some kind that affects your life some kind of way. We up. I'm out. Hey, you got anything else you want to say, Will?
I just want to say peace and love. I thank everybody for tuning in and catch the replay. Hey, I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch y'all again tomorrow. Stay tuned in.
Right. Peace.